Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Mystic Rick here, and I was just looking over some possible trades that we could have taken on Friday. There's quite a few good setups here, actually. I ended up scalping for a couple $100 on all my XFAs, so I had a pretty good day, even though I did journal and noticed that I could have taken a lot more points out of the market, which I will get better at in the future. And that's the purpose of doing these videos and showing you all some of the setups that I would have taken and did take. It was just a matter of not taking full advantage of all the points that were available for me and for us as traders on Friday. We're looking at the micro nasdaq and the micro S&P exchange here. NASDAQ is on the left, S&P is on the right. They're pretty well correlated on good trading days, so I try to take advantage of that when they're correlated well. It makes for easy trading. Some of the circles here on the charts are where I would have taken trades just for the sake of where the candlesticks formation and how they sometimes engulf the previous candle, like here and then here and here. That's one of my key setups. I was looking for a good SMT here on the bottom to really go in long. If one of these two would have SMT a little bit more than just like a little double bottom here. But I did catch a nice little trim or scalp here, and then I trimmed on the way up. And then I ended up shorting this right here. I saw a little tabletop short action, saw this here happening, and then it happened the same on the NASDAQ, and this is where I really took advantage. I saw that the Nvidia was really starting to tank and the VIX was starting to increase here, so this is where I was like, okay, I can take more advantage of increase or decrease in price by watching what individual assets are doing, especially Nvidia. They hold the biggest weight in these indexes right now, so following them helps. But here I will start off here on the NASDAQ. We came up and touched VWAP, had a bullish bullish engulfing candle here, even though it was bearish. It wasn't engulfing, so bullish for a bear. Now then, yeah, you just took that short from there. You could have rolled that down quite a ways. Just take that on the next candle. Put the stop right up here. It's above VWAP. It's kind of a high stop, but this is what you need to do. So with that kind of stop, that means you got to have that kind of reward. So you're at least looking for a 74-point reward, which was there. You could have gotten many more points if you really wanted to. Looks like up to 434 points. It looks like you could have got here. But of course, not anybody really ever gets that many. I think realistically, you could have shot for, if you could have held through this and even added on right there one, if you could have held on through there, since it's still trending, this 9 EMA, man, I could have probably held on to right around here, right where it was kind of like touched it a few times, started gaining support here on the bottom on both indexes, and that's where I would have probably cut that short and then maybe even flipped to reversed it long, if I was really active on trading. But otherwise I would have called it a day on one account for sure. Shoot, 400 and would have been right around there, 470, 457 points actually. Maybe finally exited on this candle, and that's where you would have hit the reverse button to start the trend up. In the future I'll just end up holding these a little bit longer. But from this standpoint, we got the volume profile here. The most volume has been in this area for this range there, so you just can ride this up to the next volume node, which took a little bit. Ended up working out though, coming right up into here. And yeah, it was a pretty good day. Levels worked out pretty well. You just had to follow the plan. Be patient for the setups. If you miss this, it could easily, turn around. So be patient for it and have more confirmation that, okay, it's going to continue down, and then finally take this short, and you could have rode it down a little ways. So even if you took that short, you could have rode that down, 20 points at least. There is showing 44 points, 46 points. You could have rode it down, but shoot, one micro, 20 points is $100. So two micros, that's $200. That's what my goal is right now, to get to my top step payouts on these legacy accounts. So yeah, if you guys want to tune in, I'm going to be streaming live on the Discord pretty much daily. It'd be great if you guys could help me with accountability to maybe even hold these trades a little bit longer. You'll see me jump in and out of trades, and then I'll trail it too soon. I really need to work on holding my trades longer. And once I'm able to do that, man, watch out. All right, hopefully this was a good lesson for you guys. If you guys have any questions, Sherlock Stocks Mix and Friends Discord is open for you guys. Just check the description. If you have, yeah, if you got any questions, I guess I already mentioned that. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. Peace.